Alright guys, so it is a blistering 62 degrees here today in Michigan, and today I'm going to do a run with the 2022 M-2 Mule Gasifier and set up the Predator 8750 Inverter Generator. This will be the first time I've converted one of these generators, and I'm going to do it right here on camera for you. I got all my ducks in a row. I have fuel, I got my water, we got sawdust in this bucket here. I have the connectors, the hose connections, the filter, and tools to do this conversion. Alright, so bear with me. I'm going to get you set up so you can get a clear picture of the carburetor, and hopefully I'll have enough room to work. Alright, so like I said, I've never done one of these before. I haven't even taken this apart yet. Looks pretty straightforward. Looks like we got a 8mm in the back there. Alright, I don't have that out here, so I'm gonna go get an 8mm wrench in the socket and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and wrenched that out of there so it doesn't take so long. I don't want to bore you guys to death. And this is pretty straightforward, just taking the air box off. Alright, now you gotta get this hose off. Boy, they glued this thing on here or something. There we go. Alright, we got that off. Alright, so I want to retain this gasket. And that goes on like so. How did that go? Aha. Alright, so in your ammo box filter, there'll be an adapter. Should look like this. So basically, you're just gonna bolt this in place of the air box. We're going to have to do something different here anyway, so I'm going to remove that. Now if you plan on still running gasoline, You're gonna want to make sure that your choke still opens and closes, which I'm good. Alright, so as you can see, this is pointed straight at this frame rail, so I'm just gonna put an adapter in here to redirect the connection. Alright, and you may want to save this stuff. I'm just going to set it aside for now. And I believe we're done with tools. Alright, so before I go any further, I need to shut the gas off and run it completely out of gas, and then it'll be prepped to run on wood gas. So let me do that, and I'll come back, and then we'll start setting the gasifier up and getting it ready to run. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the hose connections connected. So this is your hose for connecting the fine filter to the engine. I know there's plastic, the plastic connection, and then this is your mixer valve. Here is your fine filter, and we will fill this with sawdust in just a second. And then that is a screen to prevent the sawdust from getting sucked out of this. And then this here is your high temp hose in case the gas comes out a little bit warmer than what that hose can handle. And then, if you know, we have an aluminum connection because we had a problem with the plastic ones melting. So you have aluminum to aluminum here. Okay, and then we have our connection for the blower set up, and it just came unplugged. Sorry about that. Alright, so now if you're a new user, new purchaser, and you get one in the mail, don't just unbox this and try to run it. You should contact us, get a thread going on the forum. You know, there's some things that I'll run you through before you start the machine up. You know, we've had a couple clients just go up and try to run one, and then they didn't block this port off. And what'll happen is, if you don't have that blocked off, that blower is just going to suck air through that port. And if it starts making combustible gas and you're mixing that air in with it, it'll blow that blower up. And that's a $100 blower. So you don't want to wreck that blower. You know, you really should be having this fully set up to a generator before you even try to flare it off anyway. It's not designed to run in flare mode for more than 2 minutes. That blower won't. You know, they're pretty tough blowers, but especially in the wood gas community, them blowers pretty much exceed anything that's out there. But yeah, you're subjecting this to corrosive gas that's hot, and eventually you'll overheat the blower and ruin it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill the fine filter. Alright, so now I'll take you around to the front, and then we're going to put fuel and water in this thing. Alright, so this is a brand new unit. It's never been ran before. And then if you notice, some of my fuel has raw wood chips in it. Now you can run up to about a 30% mixture of raw wood chips with your charcoal, as long as it's 10% or less moisture content. Believe me, it's a lot easier to make that charcoal than it is to dry those chips. So, but if it's a brand new machine, or you're putting fresh fuel in it from the grate, you need pure charcoal up to the jet. And this here is your jet. And then if you look, that's your water drip valve, and that's how you control the amount of water you allow into the machine. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put water in this thing and fill it up with fuel. A 2-liter bottle works perfect for this. All you gotta do is you probably fit close to 4 liters in this. Alright, so we'll put the cap back on there. Oh, we got a leak. I'll have to address that later. It's in the valve. Great. Yeah, we might have to get a different valve in the future, because we've had another one that was bad like that too. Nothing we did, it's a heart vendor issue. Probably a bad O-ring in there. Alright, so one thing I did forget is my torch. So I'm gonna go grab that and we'll get started on getting this lit up. Okay, so I got the torch. So a little bit of a checklist. We're making sure that we're fully hooked up to the engine. We're gonna make sure our mixer valve is all the way shut, so that there's no possible way that air can suck back through that blower. If you're sucking air through that engine, your engine has a valve issue. The intake and exhaust valve both should never be open at the same time. So it should be impossible for it to suck air through the engine. Alright, I have my speed controller. You will want to get a speed controller. I do not supply that. It just adds more cost to the systems, where you can just buy that easy enough yourself at Harbor Freight, or you can order it online. Now keep in mind, anything that we touch, we have to mark up. I mean, there's labor involved. If I bring this in, I have to stock it, and then we have to handle it. People don't work for free, unfortunately. So, all right, so we are ready now. If you notice, all right, so this one with a T, this is your ignition port. This here is for future automation. This is for a temp probe. So you won't use that port. So you just remove this. This is your inlet air nozzle. So we're going to go ahead and fire the blower up. Oh yeah, make sure your valve is open back here. The valve is to the open position. As you can see, we're lit. And we'll give it a few seconds. And we'll try to light it off. Now notice, there's a flame cut out in the back. That's where you'll try to light it. So we'll bring it around back here. Bear with me. Pretty much get ready to engine run. You notice I recapped it off. So the captive ignition port is reinstalled. And I have opened up the water drip valve. Alright, so I'm going to shut the blower off and try to get this thing to run. Took a minute to get it primed, but it's up and running. We'll get it going a little bit before we try to load it. So I'm going to go plug the shop in. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, so I got to do some spring cleanup. So right now it's running all the lights in the shop. I guess this would be a good test. We'll run the saw here. I think this is 1700 watts. phase it. Suppose I'll let me get some steel and see if we can weld with this thing. Alright guys, hang on, I'll be right back. Steel. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to turn this guy down first. Alright, so this is my steel. Hold on, I'm doing video. Wow, it didn't even phase it. Here, I'll turn it up to 4. Seem to handle that pretty good. Wow, that's actually pretty good. That performs better than the regular 8750. So that's pretty good. I should have actually turned it up, stalled it for you, so you can actually see that it's running off the generator. But yeah, this is a junction box. This cord leads out back of the shop and it plugs into the generator, and then this goes all the way along the wall to the main breaker box, which I have disconnected the utility. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show you that, but yeah, this shop is running off that generator. Alright guys, well, it looks like I got some visitors, so I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for watching.